So you're just going to get set up here. Make sure you have your water handy and your weights if they're accessible to you. If not, you can use a set of cans or a water bottle. And we've got our mat. We're going to start. I'm just going to show you 2 exercises before we start, and everything else will be pretty straightforward. So your Superman is when you're down on your belly, and you're going to lengthen your whole spine, lengthen your legs out long, hold the belly away from the floor, almost like you got a marshmallow underneath your belly button, and squeeze your glutes so that they get drawn down your back towards your heels. So you want your core to really be engaged and nice and tight, and then you reach your arms up overhead. Your legs are shoulder distance or wider depending on your body. And if you're a man and you find it a bit uncomfortable, you can prop 2 towels underneath your hip bones just to help cushion you there a little bit. And then once you've got your body lengthened on the spine, you're going to push into your feet to lift your chest and your arms, and then squeeze those glutes and lift the legs. And you're going to hold it. And you can stay here and hold or come down and then lift back up. That is up to you with those Superman holds. The other one we're going to do is our V up with alternate toe touch, or hollow hold with V, alternate toe touch. Complicated word, not a complicated exercise. So your hollow hold is when you come back, so your lower back is on the mat, but your upper thoracic spine is crunched forward, and then you extend your legs to a long line, you extend your arms to a long line. So that's your hollow hold. You pull your belly in, you push it back into the mat. Now to do the V up, we're then going to twist and reach one hand to the outside of the other foot, and then back to our hollow hold, and then twist to the other foot. Back to our hollow hold, and twist. So those are the 2 exercises that are maybe a little more complicated. We're also going to be doing some variations of plank. So in your plank, make sure the belly's pulled in, the hands are directly under the shoulders, fingers spread wide, collarbone is nice and open, and your shoulders are broad on the back. And then you use your glutes to extend your legs till you come into your long plank. So make sure when you're doing your planks that you're not sinking in your shoulders or you're going to hurt your shoulder girdle, and make sure that that core is on. So with that, we're going to start. Our first exercise is renegade rows. So that is in your plank with your weights, and you're rowing the weights up towards the ceiling. So 90-degree bend in the elbow. If you don't have weights, then come into that plank and just lift your hands. So you're doing hot hands on the floor or shoulder taps. Okay, let's get started. I've got my weights ready. I'm going to start my timer. See if I can't fix my light situation. I've got no power in my gym at the moment, so I've got a long extension cord doing everything, which is a bit crazy. Okay, let's go. Starting the timer, 40 seconds for our first exercise with 10 seconds rest. So come onto the mat, into your plank. Your weights are on the flat side if you're using them. Open your feet up to shoulder distance. Create that nice long line, and then when you're ready, you row. Pulling those weights back towards the ceiling, pulling the navel in, keeping the shoulders really broad and wide throughout the whole exercise. If you're finding you're getting any issues with your knees, just soften them a little bit, and that'll help to stop any tibial torsion that you might be creating by being too rigid. And you don't want your hips to be swinging around too much. And that's time. I'm just going to turn up the volume on my timer. All kinds of technical difficulties. We've got normal push-ups next. So you can do them with your feet up or your feet down. Sorry, your knees up or your knees down. If you can do them with your feet up, I'd be very impressed. So again, hands are on the shoulders, body is long. You bring your chest towards the floor. You push away from the floor using the back line of your body and your core. So your glutes and your back of your thighs, your hamstrings, help to pull you up towards the ceiling. And your navel pulls up through the middle of your body towards your spine. Keep the head relaxed, and maybe you have your knees down and you still have that long line, and that's totally okay. Or maybe you just want to hold the plank. That's our timer. Our next exercise is that Superman hold. So come on down to your belly. Lengthen the legs really nice and wide away from you. Pull your belly button in. Now push your toes into the floor. Lift your chest and your arms. And if that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, keep that belly pulled away from the floor. Squeeze your glutes and lift the legs. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, so you want your hands to be wide, wider than your shoulders, like you're reaching out like V. And just think of yourself as Superman. That's halfway. Keep squeezing those glutes and pulling the belly button in so you don't overarch in your lower back. And breathe. Always important. Remember, you can come down and come back up if it's too long for you to hold it. And bring the feet down, bring the hands down. Just push yourself really quick into a little stretch. And we're going into a plank hip twist. So hands are under the shoulders. Again, send those knees back. Now, we're going to twist our hips. So you get a little bend in the knee and use your obliques to twist your hips. If that's too much for you, just drop one knee, drop the other knee. If you're on your knees for your planks, just do a little twist using your obliques. So you've got options no matter what level you're at. Keep pushing those hands in the floor, pulling the rib cage down towards the hip bones, keeping the neck long, breathing on this early Saturday morning in a freezing cold room with no electricity. Good job. Okay, we've got those hollow holds to V-ups. So on your back, put that lower back into the floor, pick up your legs, reach them long, reach your hands overhead. That's your hollow hold. Now you're going to twist, reach opposite hand to opposite leg, back to your hollow hold. Twist, back, twist. Use your obliques to twist you, not your neck. And if that's too much, by all means put your feet down and just reach the hands and twist one hand to the outside of the knee, trying to stay flexed up the whole time, okay? Don't allow any issues in your lower back. I forgot to scissor the legs. Good job. Okay, we've got a kettlebell swing. I'm just going to use a single weight and hold on to the ends of my dumbbell. My feet are nice and wide so I can come into that deep squat, and then you lift it, power through the legs and lift the weight up overhead. Make sure it doesn't come back behind the ears and you arch your chest, otherwise you're going to hurt your back. So keep the core glued in, legs are wide, squat deep, power through it, lift it up. Don't let the rib cage flare on that top extension. And breathe. So we're going to do these exercises, 6 rounds of them. There's 6 exercises. We're doing 4 rounds of them. And then we're going to finish off with a little cardio set. Good job. Okay, so this is round 2 of our 6 exercises. So we're back to our renegade rows. Weights under the shoulders. Step yourself back to that wide-legged plank. Lengthen the body, and then when you're ready, row. So I'm using 5 kg weights here, but you could use heavier if you're more advanced or trying to build more muscle. You could use lighter if you're just beginning, or you could use none at all and just do those shoulder taps, as I said, or hot hands, just lifting the hands off the mat. You can do them on your knees, but make sure you keep that connection with your plank, regardless of what option you're taking. Good job, okay. Good old-fashioned push-ups. Oh, it's cold in here. So hands are under the shoulders. Set yourself up into your plank first, so step your one leg back using your glute, your other leg back, lengthen the body, and then when you're ready, chest to the floor, push away. Now be careful, if you're like me and you have hyperextensive joints, try not to snap the elbows at the end. It's really tough for me to remember not to do that, especially when I'm talking the whole time. But you don't want to exacerbate any ligament issues that you might have from being hypermobile in your joints. And with your push-ups, your feet can be narrow or they can be wide. It's a matter of preference and stability. So take the option that works for you. Okay, Superman, on your belly, weights out of the way, reach your hands, lengthen your spine, squeeze your glutes, push into your big toes, lift the chest, pull the belly away from the floor, pull the shoulders away from the ears, squeeze the bum, lift the legs, and hold. Remember, no crunching in this lower back. You want to think about your body being long rather than compressed. It's not back extension, it's a lengthening and reaching, working the shoulders, the muscles across the back of the shoulders, and your glutes. Obviously your core is helping to keep your navel pulled towards your back. And lower down. Plank hip twist, so hands around the shoulders, push into the floor, keep the shoulders nice and broad. Step one leg back, step the other leg back, come into your long plank, and then bend the knee, twist the hip, using your obliques. So make it about the belly, rather than just twisting your hips. Think almost like you're trying to pull your knee to the opposite elbow. And if you're more advanced, by all means go ahead and do that. You can also do these down on your elbows, but tuck your pinky fingers in just to keep that wrist joint nice and long. And then same thing, little bend, little twist. So lots of options there for you to make it accessible. Good job. Especially we want to be able to go through all 4 rounds. So we're back to our hollow holds with alternate toe touch. Back down, foot up, reach, extend. Once you're there, make sure you can see. Then you're going to twist with your obliques, scissor the legs. Back to the hollow hold, hollow hold even. Back to center, twist, and reach. Twist, and reach. If you're struggling to keep your legs straight, you can try and bend the knees and still get that twist. Or as I said, you can just put the knees down and twist with your feet, so your feet down and twist with your feet down, just to protect that lower back. Good job. Okay, we're back to our kettlebell swing. Grabbing one weight, feet nice and wide. Remember, we're sitting down in a deep squat, using our glutes, so the weight is in the heels. Push into those heels, contract the quad muscles, keep the shoulders away from the ears, and power in the arms. Breathe with them. Don't snap the knees as you come up. Really control the movement rather than just swinging it around. And we don't want to collapse in the chest. You're sitting and then lifting. Sitting and lifting. If you're doing this, you're just going to be using your back a lot, and that's not good for your back. And it's a different exercise. Good job. Okay, round 3. So we're almost through these sets of exercises, and then we get our fun little cardio. So back into your renegade row. Hands under the shoulders. Send your feet back, using your bum. Feet are nice and wide. Lengthen the spine, and row. Use the back of the shoulders to create that row. Keep the hips as still as possible, and make sure the weights are landing under your shoulders every time. That your bum is on, working really hard to keep that length in the spine and your core connected. And remember, hot hands if you've got no weights or shoulder taps. Good job. We've got push-ups next. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. When you're ready, step one leg back, then the other to your long plank, and then chest to the floor. Push away using the belly. Obviously, we're using our arms and our chest, but your core is what's pulling you back up towards the ceiling, keeping the rib cage down and close towards the hips, keeping the glutes engaged, the back of the legs engaged, and power through those push-ups. Keep your shoulders nice and broad and away from your ears. And you can see I'm going relatively slow with my push-ups because I'm really focusing on that form. Good job. Superman. Back on your belly. Open those feet up nice and wide. Squeeze the bum, pull the belly away from the floor. Push into the toes, lift the hands. If you're ready, lift the feet. Another option here, if you're finding it's too much in that lower back, is to push into the hands Squeeze the glutes and just lift the chest like this. So this is a regression or a more of a fundamental portion of the exercise. And then you can bring the chest down and just lift the legs. So again, use the option that works for your body. But keep that belly away from the floor. Really like you put a marshmallow there that you don't want to squish. And you're trying to pull the belly button towards the back the whole time to keep that length in the spine. We got plank hip twist. The floor is cold. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, as always. Send one leg back, then the other into your plank. And then when you're ready, bend the knees, twist. Using the obliques, using the sides of the waist. So we're in a plank, remember you can do them on your elbows. We're in a plank, we want to keep our shoulders, our scapula really nice and wide across our back. So we're not letting them pop up off the back of the thoracic wall. This middle portion of your back is staying lifted towards the ceiling. And it's almost better to go into a hunchback plank than it is to sink like this in your plank. So really be aware of what your shoulders are doing and your lower back is doing whenever you're in a plank or a push-up. Hello, hold to alternate toe touch. Down you come. Push that lower back in the mat, lift the legs to tabletop, arms up, extend both. When you're ready, twist. Or you might decide just to stay in your hollow hold. Or you might decide you need to bring your head down and you just want to do scissors. Again, take the option that works for your body. Move at your own pace. Remember, exercise is only for you, not for everybody else. So enjoy it. Relax your neck. Try not to jam your chin into your chest. And use the sides of your waistline again, those obliques, to twist and rotate you. Good job. Okay. Back to the kettlebell swing. Feet are wide. Remember, as you squat, the lateral border of your knee comes in line with your outside toes, your baby toes, so that you don't injure your knee. So we squat, lift it up. Squat, contract the quads, push through the heels, find the glutes, to find that energy and power in the body. Also working the shoulders and the core. Keep breathing, keep the shoulders away from the ears the whole time. That's it, smile even maybe. Good job, this is our last set. And then we move on to that cardio. So weights under the shoulders, into our renegade rows. Nice wide feet, long in the spine. When you're ready, row. Keep breathing. Get a drink of water even if you need to. Squeeze your glutes. Soften the knees if you need to. But keep the core engaged and the shoulders wide. Lengthen the back of your neck. Lengthen your spine. Keep everything pulled in nice and tight. Try and keep your hips whisper quiet. Good job. We've got push-ups next. I'm just gonna get a quick drink. Hands over shoulders, knees under hips, step back. When you're ready, find your bum, and then chest to the floor, push away. Keep that length in the spine the whole time. Protect your shoulders, protect your lower back. Don't get up into those upper traps. Keep those lats pulling your shoulder down. So you want to feel this underneath your armpit. Those muscles that run down the sides of underneath your armpits. I don't even know how to describe that. Superman hold on your belly. Push into those toes, and let's start it a different way this time. So push into the hands, lift the chest, keep that belly pulled away from the floor, then lift the feet, and then if you're good there, reach the hands and hold. Keep squeezing the glutes, lifting, using the muscles that support your back. So you got your erector spinae muscles working to extend the spine. And notice I'm not lifting up on my head like this. My head is long. I'm reaching, I'm lengthening my body. And bring it down. Quick little back stretch. We've got our plank hip twists. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Send those feet back, set up your plank. And then when you're ready, little oblique twists. Notice my shoulders aren't changing shape with this. The movement is just coming from my waist and the bending of my knees. My bum is still working hard to support that long plank. My hands are really pushing into the mat, especially my fingers to support my wrists. And I'm breathing. Keep going, guys. Head nice and long away from the shoulders, finding your core. Good job. Hollow hold to alternate toe touch. So bring yourself down, lift up your knee, push your lower back into the floor, other knee up, reach your hands, extend your legs, hollow hold. Now, if you're comfortable there, stay there. If not, twist, use your obliques. If you want to progress, reach, twist, reach, twist. Keep breathing. Try not to jam your chin into your chest. Keep pulling your navel towards your spine. Keep lengthening the body. And finding that nice abdominal connection through all of your abdominals, not just the middle ones, not just your six-pack. Your six-pack doesn't look pretty if you don't get those obliques working. It's just a bunch of bumps on the front of your tummy. Okay, back into that kettlebell swing. Feet nice and wide, deep squat, power and lift it up. Push through the legs, lift those arms. Find that connection through the whole body. Your core is pulled in tight. You're not hyperextending those shoulders. Keep the chest lifted. Knees go out wide. And breathe. Try and keep the ribcage down. And relax the shoulders away from the ears. We've got 5 seconds left. Weight is in the heels. Push it up. And done. Okay, we're moving into a little cardio set now. Our first cardio exercise is just jogging on the spot, shaking out the shoulders, shaking out the legs. So just make it really nice and light, whatever works for you. If you're a total cardio junkie and you want to go super fast, by all means, sprint it out. Otherwise, it's just to shake things out a little bit. And just keep breathing. I think we have 7 exercises that we're doing 2 rounds of. That's just a nice little cardio hit. It is 5 minutes and 35 seconds left. Keep going. Pogo hops next. So we're going side to side with our pogo hops, pushing one hip down and then the other, keeping the obliques connected, keeping the core pulled in, nice and soft landing in the feet. Shoulders away from the ears. Good job. Jumping jacks, good old-fashioned jacks. If you don't want to jump your jacks, you can step them out. There we go. Squeeze your inner thighs together and use your bum the whole time. Land softly, push your arms really strong down towards the floor. Keep your navel pulled in so your core is supported, and land softly. No jolting in the knee or the ankles. Good job. Okay, speed skaters. So we're going to do side speed skaters. So you step out, touch the floor, step out, touch the floor. You can go as slow or as fast as your body likes, but get that extension in the leg as you reach the toe out. Reach. Twist using your core. Keep your back long. So my back is lifted and supported while I twist side to side. We got jack squats. So you're going to touch the floor and bring it in. Ready? Here we go. Squat. You can even pull up your hands if you want to. Breathe. Keep the chest lifted. The knees go out wide. You can just tap the floor if you want. These ones are a longer timer for some reason. Keep that belly pulled in. Keep going, guys. Okay, we're going to adjust into a squat now, sumo squat. Knees wide, let's pulse. Let that heart rate come down a little bit. Keep your sternum lifted. Your glutes are pushing those knees out. Your belly's pulled in. You're just pulsing on that squat. Good job. Okay. Round 2. We've got 3 minutes left. Let's do this. Jog on the spot. Shake the hands out. Use your bum to push your feet down. Relax the shoulders. Let the heart rate come back under control. Keep the belly pulled in. And breathe. Have fun with it. It's just like shake it out a little bit. Good job. Okay, pogo hops. Using those obliques, hopping side to side. Glue those inner thighs together. Let's go. Nice and light on the feet. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. You might even want to move your arms a bit. That's okay. But keep that core pulled in. Engage the belly. Squeeze those inner thighs together and land soft. Good job. Good old-fashioned jacks. Love a good jack. Power through those shoulders. Here we go. Go as fast or as slow as is comfortable for you. Squeeze those inner thighs. Land softly. Power through the hands. Keep the ears even relaxed. The back of the neck. Okay, we got those speed skaters again. Here we go. Out and touch, up and across. Keep the back long. Sternum lifted. Reach with the leg. Twist with the core. Keep the belly pulled in. And twist from the center of your core. Not your spine. I mean, obviously your spine's twisting, but... Okay. Last 30 seconds. Squat jacks. Touch the floor. Here we go. Squat, bring it in. Make the weight be in your heels. Sit the bum back. Tap the floor, power through the legs to come up and squeeze the feet together. That's it. 8 seconds left. That's it. Now come into your sumo squat. Let's finish off with that pulse. Like you're tapping your bum on a chair. Weight is between your heels and the arch of your foot. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly's drawn in. Breathe. Drive your knees out wide. Keep the sternum lifted. You guys are doing great. Whoa! Shake those legs out. You're done. Get a little drink. Let's stretch it out real quick. Pull the right heel into the right glute. Pull the belly in. Stretch out that quad. Relax your shoulder. Get your breath back under control. Good trick for that. In through the nose. Outside. Helps get all of the air out of your lungs so you can take bigger, deeper, fuller breaths. There you go. Let's do that figure 4 stretch. Cross the ankle over the opposite knee. Drop the knee out and then hinge the body forward. Sitting the hips back. Stretching out those lateral rotators. Lifting it up, shake it out. Other leg, cross it over, knee goes out to the side, sit the hips back. And lengthen up. And let's just stretch out the chest. So clasp the hands back behind your back. Pull the shoulders down and back. Straighten the arms as much as you can. Feet are nice and wide. Hinge the body forward and then tip your body forward, stretching your hands up towards the sky. Now you might not be folded over this much. You might even need a soft bend in the knees, but you want to try and get that hamstring stretch and chest stretch together. And then just relax the hands. Fold your hands into your elbows and gently sway side to side, just releasing any tension in the lower back. Decompressing the spine a little bit. You might even want to bounce with it. Whatever feels good for you. Then release your hands and let's roll the spine back up, stacking it on top of the ankles. Squeezing the glutes, rolling the shoulders back. Lengthening all the way up to standing, and that's it, you're done. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please just let me know. See you again.